We are live. Mushroom MMA, live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the Mushroom MMA studios. What's up, my fucking Philly DJs? Look at this. I got a guest for us tonight. My man, Cody, Blood, Money, MMA Bets, baby. If you don't know him, I don't know where the fuck you're at then. You must be somewhere real far away that has no nothing. This guy's out here killing every week. Humble to have him on my show. But hey, why don't you tell everybody about yourself a little bit there, Cody?
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be on this show, man. I've been watching this thing since the beginning. Happy as hell that you made it. And I love it, man. Every single week getting to watch you just bring the energy. You're a sharp dude. You put in all kinds of great bets. You support everybody in the community. So when you give me a chance to, and you come on our show all the time, but when you give me a chance to hop on here, I'm like, dude, I got to. I love it. So I've been waiting all week for this, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Well, we're here to talk about fights, people. I think we're gonna let my guest start up the first fight. The order I got it is that Evan Josette, Keeper Crosby fight. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man. This should be a pretty decent fight. I mean, it's two newcomers to the UFC, so we haven't seen either one of them fight in the UFC, but both of them got some kind of decent fights outside of the UFC. You got Josette, who's fought Jack Della Maddalena. Did pretty decent in that fight till he got stopped in the second round. Actually, from the doctor stopped it, but he was kind of getting beat down by then. But he's got decent kickboxing. He's got pretty good boxing. He uses more punches than kicks. Decent wrestling. He's got good judo though, man. This dude has like crazy hips. Like if he gets in a clinch with somebody, he's gonna send him for a ride. Felt like his jiu-jitsu wasn't the greatest early on, but like as he wore on dudes, he could take them down, hold them down, take their back. Decent clinch up against the cage. The only thing I really didn't like about him is he's got like a tall man striking defense. I mean, he seems pretty tall, but like when he backs up, he doesn't really move his head. He just like stands straight up, you know. And I've seen him like take some big shots, even from Jack Della, but he was able to, you know, take him. He's a super durable, tough dude. Kiefer Crosby, he's good. He's fought in Bellator. He's from Ireland. He's pretty crazy dude. You know, he comes out, he usually brings the energy. If you watch him fight Cowboy Oliveira in his last fight outside, it was after Oliveira was released from the UFC. That was a crazy fight, man. They came out and just started throwing big ass bombs from the beginning, and he was able to knock out Oliveira. But he has good boxing. He's got a good left hook. He seems like he has good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, good ground and pound. The only thing I really didn't like about him, like in his loss, is he's slowed down in that. It seems like he can go hard for them first 4 minutes, man, and he kind of slowed down against like Leary. But he's good. He's explosive. I think he started as the big favorite in this fight too. But I'm going to take Josette just because I think that he's going to be durable enough to survive. And Kiefer probably starts slowing down in a second. Josette can take over. But I'm not real confident on it because Kiefer could come out here and beat this other dude up too, because I don't think Josette's all that good either. So it's like, and Kiefer's pretty dangerous. So I'm just staying away from it. I'm going to take Josette, and I like the under, but I'm not confident in that fight at all.
Yeah, great read. Yeah, same here. Not super confident. I won't be putting any money on this fight, but I'll give my opinion about it. You know, the Josette side, you know, he's a decent striker. I like his jab. It seems like he can use range well too. I know he's got a three-inch reach advantage, I think, in his spot as well. You mentioned his clinch. I like his elbows in close too. And you mentioned, you know, good judo. I think he's a judo black belt. I know he has some decent ground and pound too. Again, another guy who's durable. I like that about him, but his hands are low. It seems like sometimes he could be kind of low volume. And I don't know, it's like he's kind of just standing there sometimes. But, you know, on the other side of this fight with Crosby, he's a decent boxer. He's got some power in his hands as well. He'll come forward. He's aggressive. I see him winging some bombs, throwing some combos. He can wrestle. He can grapple. I even seen him take somebody, you know, he can take your back as well. He does kind of start slow, though, in my opinion. I'm not really impressed with him. He does seem hittable as well, like you said. His competition is kind of suspect, and his gas tank, like you said, he definitely slows late. I'll just say for a pick, I like Josette as well, and inside the distance would be the call for Josette on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, the weird thing about Gisette, like I think that I like the inside the distance because like of how Crosby fights. Because Gisette, man, 4 of his last 5 fights went to decision. In total, 3 of them are split decisions in the last 10 fights. So that's 30% of his last 10 fights have gone to split decision. But that's not really the way Crosby fights. So I think it's like he usually comes out and puts some pressure. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I agree with you though for sure.
yeah. All right, real quick, I just want to go over the chat real quick. I see some people out here that everybody knows.
Yeah,
Got my man Daz out there, first one in the
nice.
group. It's my buddy,
What up?
man.
What up,
So,
Daz? Great
yep,
dude.
over here, Justin Villegas. Yep.
Hey,
Oh,
Jordan,
yes.
what's up?
Sports, yeah. All these guys, yeah. Everybody. Izzy's going to dog walk this clown. We're going to get into that for sure.
Yeah,
Here we go, Justin Villegas. Much love for my
let's
man.
go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hey, what's up, casuals? What's up?
Coming in hot, juicy.
What
Thank
it do, man? Gets no better. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
you. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, boys? Love it. What's up, High Watermark? Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
The
Appreciate
next one,
everybody coming out, man.
yeah, yeah. You got, yeah. You'll see my chat. Oh, about 12 people in here. Nothing like your chat.
No, dude, 12. You just started, bro. That was our chat for the first long time, you know. It just slowly a build up, build up. You're doing good, man. One man show too.
I'm really trying. Thank you, Cody.
Hell
I
yeah,
appreciate
dude.
it. Yeah. But the next one of the night, we got Shane Young against Gabriel Miranda. I'll start this one off. Shane Young, 2-3 in his last 5. The guy's 30 years old. He's a striker. He's a decent striker. He's got some power in his hands. Decent boxing. I like his jab as well. Pressure, volume, combos. He also keeps range well. I think he has like a 1-inch reach advantage. Not much here. Look, he can wrestle. I like his cardio. I think he's fought the better competition. He's got more pro and UFC experience. I like his get-up game if you take him down. And I like his strike defense when you're trying to hit him. I have seen him sometimes put on his back foot. He can be taken down, and he's on a 3-fight losing streak, I think, and he is kind of slow. On the other side of this fight, you got Gabriel Miranda, 3-2 in his last 5, 33 years old. I mean, he's an okay striker. He's got a 3-inch height advantage here. 33% takedown offense. I mean, he's an okay wrestler, but he's got good jiu-jitsu when he gets you on the ground. He's a good grappler. He's got a good sub series. PJJ black belt, hunts for subs. He can win minutes on the ground as well if he's not getting a sub. He's got a 100% finish rate. The guy's dangerous early, you know. But now he's moving down in weight. I already thought he had kind of suspect cardio to begin with. He's really hittable. I don't like his strike defense at all. Seems he's going to be sub or bust. You know, if he goes to the decision, he's pretty much losing those decisions. And his level of competition is kind of suspect, in my opinion. Now, he does get knocked down. I've seen him get knocked down. I know Shane Young's on a 3-fight losing streak. I don't know if they're trying to give him a get-right spot here. Miranda's dangerous on the ground. If this gets on the fucking ground, I'd be worried about having anything on Young. My prediction for the fight is Young would win this 3rd round / decision type deal.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. It's weird, like Shane Young's not like great anywhere, but he's decent everywhere, you know, and he's strong. He's just kind of slow. He's durable though. He's got 7 losses, 6 of them are KO. Or I mean, 6 of them are decision. 1's a KO. That was a head kick from Ludovic Klein, which is pretty good because no submission losses on there. You know, Gabriel Miranda has 16 wins, 16 finishes, 15 submissions, and 1 KO. And the thing is that was hard. I was trying to put together everything and try to figure out something to bet on this fight. And like Shane Young's never been submitted, but he hasn't fought that many high-level black belt dudes. But then like you said, Gabriel Miranda's got good jiu-jitsu, but he hasn't fought the highest level. He looked decent against it's weird to say he looked decent against Benoit Saint Denis, even in like getting destroyed in a loss, but he landed like 2 takedowns on him. It was up a weight class on short notice, and he landed some nice straight punches. You know, he like stopped him in his tracks a couple times. But dude, I don't know, man. It's like I like Miranda. I picked him. I didn't bet nothing on this fight because like the big problem is like if Miranda, he loves playing off his back. He loves playing jiu-jitsu off his back. And if he doesn't land nothing, then Shane Young's going to be on top of him. Because I've seen Shane Young land like takedowns on Omar Morales, who's usually got a pretty decent takedown defense and stuff. So I feel like he's probably going to be the one on top and because it burns some minutes away. So I'm taking Gabriel Miranda. I'm going to say somehow he lands some sub or something, but like these first 3 fights, I have no confidence in. That's why I always tell people, like, man, if I don't, yeah, none. Like even on over unders, because like I know it's like set at 1.5, but I'm not even sure like the line on that. But like I could see this going under. I could see it going over. I know Miranda's got 6 losses. 4 of them are by decision. So it's like he's been fitting, and one of them's to Benoit Saint Denis. So we see he's a savage. So I don't know. I'll pick Miranda, and I'll say like 50% confidence.
Yeah, I hear you. Not super confident myself on my side. I'm not touching it with my money. Probably put it in some kind of little DEGEN parlay or something like that and pray for the best.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, Effie knows what's up.
100% right. They are kind of weak the first couple fights. I agree.
Terrible. Yes,
I'm not ready for football because football's cutting into my fucking time. It was all fine and dandy during the fucking winter time, you know what I'm saying? Or during the summertime, and now I'm like, oh fuck, now I'm competing against the fucking NFL. So I wanted to move my. I'll figure that shit out later. But yeah. Chronic combat conversations. Oh my god, what a combo!
What's up, dudes?
You guys, what a fucking combo! I'll tell you that
for sure. Love them guys. Love them.
You know what I mean?
When me and Guru agree on a bet, especially like over or under, we can't lose. We cannot lose.
Right. Check that out. I love it. That's great.
Oh, yeah. You got a great chat, dude. You got all the dudes in
there.
Effie knows his dude. Effie knows college football. He knows pro football. It's good. Any action, baby.
Yeah, it's great. What's up? Thanks again for the action. Thank you, buddy. The next Friday night is Blood Diamond against, what's this guy's name? Something Buffalo or something, right?
Chuck Buffalo. Yeah, Charlie Racky.
Nicknames. We don't need real names for this one, but
yeah.
Start us on this one if you'd like.
Yeah, man. So you got Blood Diamond, you know, good kickboxer, trained with Izzy, all that, fought in China, all that stuff. Pretty good kicks with both legs, pretty decent boxing. He's not really like a one-shot knockout guy though. Like I like when these kickboxers come in, they're like Alex Pereira, just scary dudes that want to kill you. I like Izzy style too, because he's just so smooth, but like, you know, I don't know. But Blood Diamond, like he's got like actually kind of decent takedown defense. Like he was able to stop like 3 of Jeremiah Wells takedowns before he was able to take him down and get him out of there. And then he looked decent against Kosi, you know, had until the 3rd round when he slowed down bad. But basically a kickboxer with okay takedown defense and kind of a suspect gas tank. You know, he's 3-2 in MMA because he's a kickboxer. Charlie Racky, Chuck Buffalo, 7-3. He's pretty good. I watched him. He's got pretty good striking, pretty good boxing, nice left hook. He can drop people with that left hook. Got pretty good wrestling and then pretty good jiu-jitsu. Like I watched him fight against Justin Montalvo and he was able to take him down. And he would just go through a bunch of different series of submissions. You know, he was going from the back, going rear naked choke, trying arm bars, everything. He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. I'm staying away from this fight because it's another crazy fight. But with Charlie Rack, he's been KO'd twice. But like against Justin Montalvo, it looked like he slowed down from grappling a ton in the first round and trying to get him out of there. And then by the second round, his hands were kind of down and stuff, and he ended up getting knocked out with a body shot. Like I said, again, no confidence on this, but I'm going to take Racky because his striking looked good enough to stand with Blood Diamond, and then he's going to have the grappling advantage, you know. So I'm going to have to assume he's going to use it, and I'm going to say he gets the submission. He's a black belt. I'm going to say he gets the submission, but again, no confidence. I do like the under 2.5. When I went to the casino, I was thinking about betting that, but they didn't release that line in time. They released like the main card by then, but most of my bets, 4 of my bets are on that anyway. So, but yeah, man, give me Racky, but by submission, but not too much confidence in that at all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you broke it down pretty well too. I mean, but you know, Blood Diamond, like you said, he's a kickboxer. He's 0-2 in the UFC. I don't really like his takedown defense. He does good, but I mean, I don't. It's kind of still suspect to me. His gas tank is suspect to me. The loss to Koski, come on, man. Like, I mean, I get he was super gas, but still, losing these Koski brothers is that's just a red flag right there. And anybody this guy's ever finished is a fucking bum. I'll just say it that way. I like the other side of this fight as well. I'm on Radke. I just think it goes a little further. Listen, he's got good straight punches. I like his jab. I like his leg kicks. He's big. He's strong. I like his footwork. And as far as the wrestling goes, he can wrestle. Good grappling, back takes. As you said, he has a variety of stuff, and he hunts for them.
Mm-hmm.
And regional competition a little bit better. And this guy's fucking durable as fuck. That's why I think it goes a little further. I don't think there's a finish from the Blood Diamond side. If anything, like you said, Radke could probably get the finish.
Yeah.
There are a couple things I've seen Radke fucking, pull Gilly and be a little submission over position at times and lose. And he, to me, kind of seems like he can also have a suspect gas tag if he overdoes it as well. All that being said, I'm on the Radke side. I think it goes all the way, or at least the third round, because I got my third round slash the slips in play on that.
I like that.
So when I'm on the side as you on the Radke side, absolutely.
Yep, and yeah, man, Blood Diamond did his takedown defense look good the first and second round against Kosi, and he almost got Kosi out of there. So maybe he just kind of gassed out a little bit on that. But yeah, it's a weird fight, man. They got so many weird fights. Next week's card's terrible with a bunch of people, and then there's ones coming up over the next couple weeks where they got people that haven't fought in the UFC in 5 years. They're bringing back. It's so weird, dude. They're just trying to fill these cards. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd still say the worst fights are still worth watching. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind it.
100%.
I'd rather they give me a bunch of bullshit and just maybe not have an event that weekend. So fucking I'll take it. Because they'll get some good stuff on there. And even on those fucking things, crazy shit can happen. Crazy, all kinds of shit can happen. So, I mean, but yeah, obviously we all want the best fights we can get. There are a couple good fights on this card. My money, I think you said 4 out of your 5 are in the main card, right?
Yeah. I like betting more veteran fights. That's usually why I do good on pay-per-views, because you get a lot more people where you've seen a lot more about them, and you kind of know what you're getting. So that's why I usually do good on them. So hopefully.
Yeah, so for my 3 official bets, they're all on the main card.
Yep. It's a smart way to do it. Instead of picking these lower level stuff, why not pick dudes you can get a pattern from? You've seen them fight in a bunch of other UFC guys. You know what they're about. You know what their heart's about. You know what their cardio's about. They're 30 years old. You've seen them fight 8, 9, 10 times. You know what you're getting. I like to bet them instead of, a contender series fight, basically, with dudes that
guys that have as many UFC fights as I do before they get in that cage. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly.
But that
fucking Blood Diamond out here 3-2, with 2 UFC fights already.
That's right. The next fight is Nasrat Hasparak versus Landon Quinones. Am I up or you up?
I think you're up. Yeah, I do this. I'm getting stoned all the time.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. All right, so Nasrat Hasparak, he's 3-2 in his last 5, 28 years old. The guy's a striker. I like his striking. He's got power in his hands. I like his boxing. He's got a good jab, crisp, accurate striking. Always a good thing. A decent one too. Body work. Love guys that do fucking body work, man. This dude gets knockdowns. Oh, I also like guys that do feints as well. Front kicks, good body and leg kicks. He's got good footwork. He keep range well. Volume, pace. There's a lot of things I like on this side. He can also wrestle. Also, if you try to get him down, he has a 78% takedown defense. Good strike defense. The guy's durable. 10 UFC fights, more MMA and UFC experience. Fought the better competition. On the other side of this fight, you got Landon Quinones, 5-0 in his last 5, making his UFC debut at the age of 27 years old. Look, this guy's a decent striker. He's got some power in his hands. decent kickboxing. He's got a good calf kick, a good body kick. He's got decent footwork as well. He can be in and out, side to side. He'll cut angles and shit. He's a decent wrestler, and he can get some top control. He might even maybe win some minutes on the ground. But I mentioned he's kind of durable, I'd say, but there's a couple of things. He starts slow. It's almost like we're going to get a free round if you're picking the other guy. You know what I mean? If you're going for a decision or whatever. Short notice. This is definitely a fucking step up here. And didn't he lose the fucking Jason Knight? Isn't this the guy that lost the Jason Knight by fucking triangle, like within the end of the fight?
Yeah.
That put the nail in the coffin. That's why I'm at the Perez by. I got to ask Perez by decision. Let's see what you got, Cody.
No, I thought you were gonna take Haparas by finish, and the weird thing is I actually like Haparas by decision, dude. Haparas, excellent boxing, like you said. He can throw a left kick, left body kick, and head kick. It's weird fast. He doesn't throw too many of them, but he can. He's got good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's pretty well rounded. He's definitely got the UFC experience advantage here. But kind of one-dimensional, you know, just using that boxing. But like you said, he's really good at it. He's fast. He throws combos, and he works the body, which is freaking awesome. Landon Quinones. So obviously I watched him on The Ultimate Fighter, and I didn't do no tape study or nothing before that. No reason to. And you see him get beat up on there, and you're like, what the hell? Like, that kid's no good and all this. And then I went back and actually watched some film, and that he's not even that bad. Like, I don't understand really how that happened to him. Like, he got overwhelmed in the striking, shot in, took him down, and got tapped out. And it literally looked like he's terrible. He's got a split. His only loss on his pro record, like official loss, was to what was the dude, Muhammad Nayemav or something? Nayemav, the dude that knocked out Malarkey.
Ask me to pronounce names. That's not good.
Right. Niamov or something. The dude that knocked out Malarkey on short notice last time.
Niamov, is that how you say it?
Niamov. Yeah, Niamov. Quinones has a split decision loss to that dude. So they had a nice, good back and forth. I want to watch that. That was a good fight. But he's actually got pretty decent striking. He's got a pretty good kick game. He's actually got pretty decent wrestling and jiu-jitsu. That's why it's kind of weird that that happened that quick. I don't know if it was just the Ultimate Fighter house or what. But I don't think he's all that bad like that showed, but I don't think he's good enough to beat Nasrat. You know what I mean? Especially on short notice. Nasrat has all the experience. He's been in there with a lot of high-level guys. Give me Nasrat, like you said, by decision. I think he puts on a little boxing clinic and stays safe, man. I like that over. I wanted to bet the over. I gave that to my Patreon, and I wanted to bet that. But they didn't have that out. So, and it kept going down. Like, it was like minus 170 when I was looking at it. Then when it first dropped, and it was down to like minus 130. Minus 140, and I like that, but I didn't get that into my bets. But I do like that over. And I think Nasrat, he's got 10 fights in the UFC, and 8 of them's gone to decision. He's got one finish and been finished one time. So a decision, dude.
Yeah, I like that spot for sure. I'm gonna get to that in one way, shape, or form. It might be my DEGEN parlay at the end and things like that. I got another comment here. I got Shady Ewa Beach Ball.
Shady.
So what he wants me to do, he's asking me to end world hunger. I don't know if I can do that.
I'll be a big meal, huh? Yours will be a big meal, huh?
For that way, but I don't want to lose that just to end world hunger. I'm sorry. If there's some people out there, sorry about that, but I want to keep that. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Shady. There you go. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure that's what Shady meant. But it's funny when he always puts that stuff up. I love Shady, man. And Daz, too. Daz, man.
Yeah. Well, the next we got is, I'm sorry to go right through with you, but I know you got to work tomorrow. You're just getting back to your work schedule, too, so I know it's got to be over the first couple of days. And then the heat is making it.
Yeah, it's all good, though, man. It's all good.
All right, well, look, Jamie Malarkey against John McDessie. What do you got next one?
Speaking of these guys, which is weird, yeah, because McDessie just fought Nasrat in his last fight. But you got Jamie Malarkey. He's got good striking, good boxing. He can throw in combos. He's got a powerful left hook. He knocked out Kama Worthy with the left hook. Then was able to knock out Devontae Smith with the right hand, knees to the body and the clinch and stuff. Super tough. He's got a decent kicking game. He's got a pretty good offensive wrestling game. He's got good defensive wrestling. He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu, and he's usually very, very tough. And takes a really good shot. But last time against Naimov, man, he just like froze up. Like he went to throw a punch and he just like didn't know if he wanted to punch, wrestle, what was up. It's super crazy. And he froze and then he got knocked out for it. But he's well-rounded. He's tough. He's durable. He's got excellent cardio. He's very game. He pushes a really good pace. He's fighting John McDessie, who he's got good kickboxing, you know, but he's older. He's smaller. Malarkey's going to be 4 inches taller with 6 inches of reach. And with the grappling advantage, because you got McDessie, who's a kickboxer, and he doesn't throw no heat. He's throwing, you know, a lot of leg kicks, body kicks, and just moving around, trying not to get pinned up against the cage or taken down. Yeah, basic, real one-dimensional with the kickboxing game, and he's just getting a little older, a little slower, but he's super durable, man. He got dropped by Nazareth, was able to recover quick, you know, and he's got 2 KO losses. One was Orlando Venata hit him with like a spinning wheel kick, and then Donald Cerrone hit him with a head kick that broke his jaw. But other than that, he's been super durable. And then he's only got one KO win, and that was in the UFC, and that was in 2015. Like he hasn't had a KO win in 9 years, so he's not dangerous at all. I like Malarkey a lot in this fight. I think he throws more volume. I think he should mix in maybe a takedown or two, and I think this goes to decision too, honestly. So I'm gonna take. I see this going a lot like when Malarkey fought Prado, and Prado didn't really do all that much, and Malarkey just took what he gave him. And then I think he's going to do that because, you know, last fight he kind of, you know, was winning the whole fight against Naimov, and then he decided, I'm just like pin him up against cage and start throwing bombs on him, and then he gets knocked out. So I think he's going to take this one a little more easy. John McDessie's historically super hard to finish. So give me Malarkey by decision. I like the over in this fight too.
Yep. I like the over in this fight too. You'll see by my prediction at the end. Jamie Malarkey 3-2 in his last 5. He's a striker. The guy's 29 years old. Again, like you said, he's well-rounded. I like his striking. He does have some power in his hands. His boxing's good. His jab's good. Volume, pressure, combos. You mentioned the 6-inch reach advantage. I like his clinch work too. He's got the good knees in the clinch. He's got good level changes. 35% takedown accuracy, good grappler. And hell, when you try to take him down, it's like 75% takedown defense. A couple knocks I might have on him. He can be hittable at times. I know he's been knocked out 4 times, but like you said, McDessie, how's that going to happen? That's probably, I'd be shocked if he knocks out Jamie Malarkey. I know Malarkey's taken a lot of damage over the time. He's been in a lot of wars. But like you said, McDessie, 38 years old, can't be getting any faster. You know, obviously he's going to be slower, and he wasn't really super fast to begin with. Listen, his striking's all right. He's a decent kickboxer. He'll throw some combos. He'll try to come forward. He'll also try to, he can also do range as well. But his leg kicks, he'll throw a bunch of them. He's got a decent side kick as well. He's a decent counter striker, I could say. He does have pretty good takedown defense and a good get-up game. But, man, he's kind of pillow-fisted. Like you said, what's the last knockout in the UFC was almost 9 years ago. His hands are low. He seems kind of slower. I just see Malarkey rolling on him. I know the McDessie's durable, but I went with my patented 3rd round / decision play for Malarkey, baby. Just in case, just want to buy that extra round just in case. Yeah. Who knows at this point where McDessie's at in his career, so I'm just going with, but like you said, I do like the overs in this fight. I definitely like the fight to start round 3. I can even see myself getting to a Malarkey decision. That might be in a DEGEN parlay I have at the end, which isn't super deep.
Definitely hit.
Yeah, definitely though.
And that's probably decent plus money, right?
I got him combined with a couple other things for a DEGEN parlay at the end. I forget what it pays. Plus 3,500 or some shit for so we're gonna try to make some fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm
here with you.
Yeah. That's right. Everything's on paper.
Yeah, dude. Each one, dude, I have mine color coded and all kinds of stuff, dude. Dude, just writing out, man, this stuff takes a long time, dude. Just writing out, I try to, and then I'm like superstitious and I got OCD and all kinds of stuff. So I got to write it in different colors. And then like I was gonna have my girlfriend help me and start writing just the names, the height, and I'm like, I can't, because when I'm writing that out, I'm still looking at information. So it's like,
Right. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I have my copybooks downstairs. That's where I start everything. And stupidly, I transfer everything to these papers because as I'm watching different fights, I'm writing different things down.
you got to, you have to.
Like, all right, well, now I'm going to put all the striking stuff together and put all the wrestling stuff together. That's the way I like to present it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put like the good stuff, different stuff, and then the wrestling striking, and then I got another side. But I just have the bad stuff. That's how you go. That's
with that asterisk. They're my no-nos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Our brains think a lot alike, man. We're old school for sure. Writing it down helps me, man.
Paper tickets in our hands. We write all our notes down on paper. I can see all these young guys out there doing their computers and all that bullshit. No fancy graphics, just winning, baby. That's it.
Just winning money. Yep, old school, baby. OC. I got a lot of them things. OCD, ADHD, a little touch of everything.
Listen, if that shit was out when I was a kid, Ritalin and all that. If that shit was out when I was a kid, they would have fucking definitely gave me that fucking shit.
Yeah. Teachers, their parents wouldn't even have had to. I mean, the teachers would have just been sneaking it to us, dude. Getting in so much trouble. I got in so much trouble. I was so hyper as a kid. They put me in wrestling. I got in so many fights, put me in wrestling in second grade to burn energy. And then I just got in more trouble, but it was way better fighting. That's for damn sure after that.
Better and stronger at getting in trouble.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Hey, let's go. No love. What's up, man?
What's up, No Love? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Let's go. He's doing it right. He's got it down right, dude. They're so much more efficient than us. Dude, I spend so much money on pens, bro. These pens, because I got to write in this one blue, and you can't buy this blue.
Really? Okay.
Dude, my brain is ridiculous. So I got to buy a whole pack of these for like $8 just to get that one blue, and then I burn through it. So I got bags of the other colors of pens. I give them to my daughter, though. She loves it. All my extra markers and stuff. Craziness.
Where are we at? Okay. What are your thoughts on the Jack Jenkins, Chepe Mariscal fight?
Oh, dude! Now this is a good fight with a little bit of controversy, right? Well, like a little bit back and forth, like on Twitter and stuff, on people on different sides. Man, I get it, man. Jack Jenkins, he's a good fighter. Got them powerful leg kicks. Everybody's been talking about. He's got good leg kicks, man. They're powerful. You can throw from outside, from inside. Like he can be in the clinch fighting, and just when he's backing away, boom, hit you with the solid leg kick. And he's got pretty good boxing. He can switch stances. He's got pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. A really good fighter. He hasn't really fought the best competition at all. He's especially in the Australian regional scene, he really wasn't fighting too many good people. And then when he fought Don Shamus, he hit him with a lot of leg kicks. They had some back and forth wrestling exchange. At one point, Don Shamus took his back, flattened him out and stuff in the second round. And I thought Jenkins looked tired, but he got his gas back, came back in the third round, fought tough, and it was still a pretty good back and forth fight, but he clearly won the fight. And then against Emmers, had another good fight there. And I mean, it was close. Emmers, it seemed like, kind of took over towards the end of the second and then clearly won the third. I think Emmers he's got terrible fight IQ too. He should have been wrestling from the beginning of that fight, and then he might have got somewhere with it. But yeah, man, he's just a good, well-rounded fighter. Chepe, dude, this dude really, he pretty much, he surprised me against Trevor Peek. Like, I knew he was good. I knew he had decent striking and decent wrestling and stuff, but he's mixing it up really well now. He's been training with Justin Gaethje and them boys out in Colorado for a while, getting the high altitude training, which is a great training partner for this fight, because who's the best leg kicker and does the exact same kind of leg kicks in close, out of the clinch, from range, everything? Justin Gaethje, so I'm sure he's getting some really good tips from him, learning to check the kicks. And if you ain't checking them, you better be firing straight punches down the middle when they're throwing them. And Chepe looked good, man. He hit Peak with some really big shots, punches and kicks, spinning stuff, threw him some hip tosses. Chepe's got a college wrestling background, so I think he's going to have the better wrestling in this fight. And then I think the striking is going to be pretty even, because Chepe is tough as shit, dude. He literally went dog for dog contest with Trevor Peek, a way bigger dude, less skilled, but still a big, powerful dude, and he outdogged him. You know what I mean? His cardio held up. If you go back and watch that fight, man, he took some big ass shots from Peek, like throughout the whole fight, like numerous times, and he never folded, never nothing, man. Showed great cardio, great toughness, and all that. And now he's dropping down to his regular weight at 145, and I think he's going to look good. I just think that he's coming into his own. If this was an even fight, I would probably stay away from it. But man, Chepe at plus 175, he's a dog. I think that he's going to have a great chance in this fight. Honestly, I think if you take Jack Jenkins, these dudes are the same size, 5'7". Chepe's 5'7". Chepe got a 1 inch reach advantage, 69 to 68. I honestly believe that freaking Trevor Peek would beat up Jack Jenkins at 155. Like the shots he was hitting Chepe with, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy. So I like to back junkyard dogs. That's what I like to do. And if you're going to give them to me at big plus money, it's not like he's fighting Jack Jenkins. It's not like he's fighting like Cub Swan or like Max Holloway or somebody crazy established at 145 that he should be this much of a dog. So I mean, he's got a win over Pat Sabatini in the last 5 years. So I'm going to say Chepe, man. He's got good striking too. He's got really good boxing. He's got good front kicks up the middle, and then he's got the grappling. So I think this is going to be a back and forth dog fight. I think Jack Jenkins is good, but I just think this is more of like a 50-50 fight. So give me Chepe at plus 175. I put 2 units on him to win 3.5.
Yeah. He's right, because I'm going to be another one that's on the dog here.
Let's go, Mushroom.
Broke it down well. I know, Jenkins being 2-0 in the UFC or whatever, and pressure comes forward. He does a little bit of body work, which I kind of like. Uses the cage for takedowns. He's got a decent takedown offense, a decent takedown defense, decent grappling. He'll get some control time, but he's not the best off his back. He's got suspects, sub defense. He's been sub twice, I think. So, and his level of competition, I don't think is as good as what Chepe's been fighting, to be honest.
Not even close.
Right. So, listen, I like Chepe. Look, good striking, power in his fucking hands. I like his fucking kicks. Man, he can wrestle too, like you said, a college fucking wrestler. He's also, I believe, he's a fucking judo black belt as well. He does those throws, tosses, all that shit.
Yep.
He gets on top. He's got good fucking ground count. He's got good BJJ off the fucking ground. He's on a 4-fight win streak. Fought the better competition. I don't think there's much more to say. Chepe, I think, but I like Chepe by decision.
Yep.
But I am going to throw in that third round / decision plan. But officially, I'm going to say for sure by decision. But Jenkins is durable. I get it. So, but man, Chepe can fucking throw, man. You can fucking throw, man, for sure.
Fuck yeah. And I mean, like giving him at plus 175, it just no matter what, this fight's going to play out. Jack Jenkins, he's not finishing Chepe. So this is going 3 hard rounds. You're going to bet somebody like Jack Jenkins at minus 250 or whatever, minus 230 when it's not going to he's not going to KO him. This is probably going to be a 29-28 one way or the other. So this should not be it. Nobody that's going to win 29. Don't bet somebody that if you think somebody's going to win 29-28 and they're minus 250, you don't want to be in that fight. You at minus 250, you don't. You know what I mean? That's a minus 130, minus 140 thing or something. So yeah, man, I like Chepe here. I'm happy. I liked him at plus 160, and then he went up to plus 175. I'm like, even better. Take it.
Yeah, I like it. I think you said it best. If you're going to pick a dog, he's got to have fucking dog in him. And Chepe has dog in him, man. So
yeah, and with Chepe,
going to fight, which I think is going to be relatively close as well if it goes all 3 rounds. Give me the plus money. You know what I'm saying? Like
Chepe has 6 losses, dude, and 5 of them are to UFC, former UFC or current UFC fighters. You know what I mean? He's got a resume, and he's been fighting good dudes for a long time, and I think he's coming into his own. Dude, he looked really good. And like Trevor Peek's not as bad as everybody says he is. You know what I mean? He's a dog. He landed good shots, powerful leg kicks, really good knees in the clinch. And like you said, Chepe's hitting him with the hip tosses, all that. So yeah, man, I like him as a dog, dude. I really do.
Right, I love him too. That's good, man. Great to hear. It makes me even more confident. So I love it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, moving on with the card. Carlos Olberg versus Dawoon Jung. I'll start this one off. The Olberg side, he's 4-1 in his last 5. I think he's, what, 32 years old? He's a good striker. He's a real good kickboxer. He's got power in his fucking hands. His hands are fucking fast, too. Accurate strikes, good jab. He's tall. He's long, good at range. I love his footwork. Good leg kicks. Got a good head kick as well. 100% takedown accuracy. Now, I know he has 100% takedown defense on paper, but I think only people trying to attempt to, or I think only twice has somebody attempted to take down. So take that for what it's worth. So who knows what he looks like off his back. I like his ground and pound if he gets you the fuck down there. I like his strike defense on the feet as well. Gas tank could be a little bit of an issue late. And again, I would just kind of wonder what he will look like off his back. You know, there's always that question. Dawoon Jung on the other side, 2-1 on the last 5, 29 years old, MMA, well-rounded. He's a decent striker as well. He's got power in his hands. He gets knockdowns, gets KOs. Technical striking, he'll stand and bang with a 1.5 reach advantage. I like his clinch work. He's got them judo throws as well. He can wrestle if your name's William Knight.
True.
He can't wrestle, to be honest with you. If it does get better, obviously he can grapple a little bit, and I guess he has decent ground and pound. But man, his gas tank after 1, I think, is completely shot, and he just gives me busted prospect vibes. Dude, he lost the fucking Devin Clark. I just watched that fight again, and I'm like, oh no, fuck this dude. Olberg inside the distance is my official pick.
What do you got? I love it. Yeah, don't forget he went to draw with Sam Alvey.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, Jung. So yeah, man. Like you said,
no, Chuck.
Yeah, man. Carlos Ulberg, phenomenal kickboxing, dude. Powerful kickboxing. His left hook it's like awesome to see. His left lead leg too, but his lead left hand, his jab, his left hook, his left lead leg. That's what he kicked Kennedy in the head with real quick. That hurt him. Yeah, I don't know how he didn't get Kennedy out there. He literally hit him with everything, dude. And then Kennedy gets put out by a 1-2 from Jacoby or invisible elbow from Dawoon Jung, but he takes the kitchen sink from Ulberg. But Ulberg's good, man, and he's good everywhere, and he's got powerful leg kicks. That's another thing I really like, and I think that's going to be good here. He was able to beat Negramanu down with that. And before he ended up knocking him out up top, but he was just killing his leg, dude. And Dawoon Jung, he's heavy. He's a boxer, he's heavy on the lead leg. So I think Ulberg's going to be moving around, tearing up the lead leg, and then eventually go up top with the head kick or hit him with the straight 1-2. But because like you said, Dawoon Jung, he's got decent boxing. He's got that judo a little bit, but only using it against Sam Alvey. I mean, not Sam. He couldn't even use it against Sam Alvey. Only using it against William Knight. And then he's got it's a decent clinch, in good boxing. I thought he was a lot better than he was. And then you go back and actually look at his record, and it's like, wait a minute, man. His best win's Kennedy, and that was on them weird elbows. But other than that, he hasn't really fought like Mike Rodriguez and Khalidis Ibragimov and like all these lower level guys. And to be honest, that Khalidis dude is terrible. And he had won the first 2 rounds on Dawoon Jung, and then Dawoon Jung finished him in the 3rd. And then he looked good again. We got sold a bad bill of goods when we seen him look good against William Knight, who we know is not that good. And he's so hit or miss on when he's going to fight or not. And then he got that quick knockout over Kennedy, so we didn't really get to see what he was about. So I love Ulberg here. I think this dude's a top 5 or 10 light heavyweight. We do need to see his grappling. I don't think he's going to be clinching up with Dawoon Jung too much. If he does, then he's dumb, and he probably will go for a ride. But I know that he should know that he's a judo black belt. Stay away from that. Move around. Use your speed. Use your power. And I think he's going to light up Dawoon Jung. Maybe with the 1-2 or after he gets him chasing him from all them leg kicks, man. I think he just puts him out. If Dustin Jacoby's got the power to put him out, Carlos Ulberg definitely can.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. I can see this ending. You have an idea of what round you think it might happen?
I think it happens in the 1st or 2nd round, but I would like the under 1.5.
I like 1-2 as well.
Yeah, I think it happens before the 1-5. I mean, Ulberg inside the distance is a good look. I doubt it's plus money, but I mean, that seems like the way to go.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I think the 1-2 is the way to go. I think I was just getting at just kind of plus money, so I do kind of like that.
Oh yeah, because there's like a bet you could just make Allberg in round 1 or 2, right? Yeah, I like that a lot. I think it happens round 1, man. His left
Yep.
hook is crazy, man. And Down Jung, you've seen against like Jacoby how they were like started to box and he's just like chasing him and getting real cocky, and then just Jacoby puts him out like he's almost talking shit. I don't know why nobody. I mean, it's not gonna know what he's saying, so and then he just gets put out. So, but Allberg's a beast, man. Allberg is a beast. I'm pretty high on him. I want to see where he goes. Training with Izzy, peaking at the same time Izzy's peaking. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's one of his main training partners. So, yeah, I like what Shady's saying right there. Minus 140s. That it seems pretty low right there.
Absolutely. Nice. All right. Tyson Pedro versus Anton Turkali. You can start us off on this one.
Yeah, Tyson Pedro. We talk about like a busted prospect, you know what I mean? Everybody had high hopes on him when he came into the UFC. I remember watching him beat up Khalil Roundtree, beat up Paul Craig before Paul Craig got a little better. Paul Craig wasn't all that great. I mean, it's not like he's the world beater. He looks phenomenal at 185, but when he first came into the UFC, he had no takedowns and no striking, so he was just like a fish out of water unless he could like get you on the ground, get on top. But Pedro's got decent striking. He's got pretty good kicks. He's got pretty good wrestling in that first round. He's got good submissions in that first round. That all 9 of his wins have come in the first round. He's never won a fight that's went out of the first round. He's pretty tough, but man, his cardio's not all that good. He got beat up and finished by 40-year-old Shogun. You know, at the time it was when Shogun wasn't Shogun no more, and he just survived the first round and was able to put some pressure on him and finish him. Anton Turkali, he's got decent striking, decent boxing, pretty good kicks. He's got pretty good offensive wrestling, pretty good defensive wrestling, really good offensive and defensive jiu-jitsu, in my opinion. You know, survived almost the whole first round with Jailton Almeida on short notice when they fought at 220, you know, and he came in on like 2 days notice. And then he was able to go all 3 rounds with Vitor Petrino. And that dude is a savage. I'm so high on that dude. That dude's a big athletic dude. Like, think about that, dude. Anton Turkali's first 2 fights in the UFC are Jailton Almeida and Vitor Petrino. 2 of the like biggest, most Adonis looking motherfuckers in the fight game, and they're just big, athletic, strong dudes. And he held his own with Petrino. That's what made me know that he's going to win this fight, is because Tyson Pedro is pretty much first round or bust, right? And I don't think Tyson Pedro's 1/10 as durable as fucking Petrino, or puts the pressure on you like Petrino, or is as dangerous as Petrino. And Turkali got dropped at the end of the first round by Petrino, survived that. In the second round, they're going back and forth at it. I thought Anton Turkali won the second round against Petrino. It was 1-1 going into the second round, third round. Turkali reversed him a couple times, had his back, almost rear naked choked him, did all this, but Petrino's a fucking savage. Somehow gets a second and third wind like he does, man, and is tough as hell and ends up winning. I don't think Tyson Pedro does the same thing, dude. I think the first time that Anton Turkali turns these tables, gets the reversal and gets on top of him and takes his back in that first or second round, I think he chokes him out. For people that bet online, you know, and all that, maybe you might want to bet Turkali live, because he might lose that first round, and kind of convincingly. And but he's going to come back and he's going to finish. I think he gets a rear naked choke on Tyson Pedro in that second or third round. So I bet him. I got him at plus 125, so I didn't really need to go the sub route and all that. But I think he wins this fight, man. He's super durable. He's got excellent cardio. He's scrappy as hell, and he's well rounded. And I think he's just going to be too much for Tyson Pedro.
I love the call. You know, Tyson Pedro, he's a decent striker. You know, he does have power in his hands. He's kind of technical. Good leg kicks. He can wrestle. Good grappler. You know, rush them takedowns and get them. Good jiu-jitsu. Good ground and pound. You know, the guy hunts for subs. 100% finish rate. But, man, his fucking cardio, boy. You survive your storm against this dude. That's all you got to fucking do. He's hittable, too. He's got that tall man defense with his fucking chin in the fucking air, man. His competition, and he's, you know, obviously first round or bust. And what are some of the names? Villanueva, was that one of the fucking names? Yeah, I remember.
Ike Villanueva, Harry Hunsucker, Safardine Safarov.
Guys, come on, man. Fuck out.
They even tried to, after that Hunsucker and fucking Villanueva, then Hunsucker. They love this dude. They were trying to give him wins. His next fight was Modestas Bukauskas after he got kicked out of the UFC. They brought him back to fight him. You know what I mean? So they weren't even giving him like a low-level UFC guy. They were giving him a dude from another organization already been kicked out. Couldn't even
Right.
get him on short notice. So, yeah.
But listen, I like Turkali too. His striking, I think he's got power in his hands. He does that spinning stuff, pace, comes forward, pressure. And he's also got that kind of awkward striking that's hard to see coming sometimes. It's to really catch you off guard. I like his leg kicks. He's got a variety of kicks that I like. Turkali can wrestle. I think he's got a 51% takedown offense. He can grapple once he gets you down on the ground. Good BJJ. Good cardio. I love his fucking cardio. 50 times better than his fucking opponents. Pedro's fucking cardio is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his get-up game too if you take him down. Plus, he'll take your fucking back. Durable. The guy's finished 7 of his 8 wins. I think right now he's going to be finishing 8 of his 9 wins because I think he wins inside the distance. I know he can be hittable. I know he can be sloppy at times. I know he can make mistakes. Listen, dude, survive this first round. That's it. Survive this first round.
Yep.
And he's been there with much better guys that hit him harder than fucking Tyson Pedro. They're way better than Tyson Pedro. I don't think. I think you got him at fucking dog money too. I think I'm getting for the money line -107. Turkali going to be in a parlay I have. So yeah, man, I definitely like the Turkali side here though, for real.
Oh yeah. Shady said he got it at +125 because I gave it out last Thursday. Here's another little Thursday special, man. Bet Alexa Grasso why she's still a dog. Or why she's still a dog, man. I might have bet her at like +190.
Wow. Wow. Oh, we're getting there, man. We're going through this card. We're breezing through. I just want to thank Mo. You guys, if you guys don't subscribe to Cody's channel, if you guys don't follow him on Twitter, do it now while we're doing the breakdowns. Just give this guy a follow. He's a great guy. Sharpest and one of the realest in the community, and I thank him for being on here with me. I do appreciate it.
Let's go.
Hey, Justin Taffa, Austin Lane. What do you got?
Yeah, man. 2 big dudes that are looking to definitely throw some heat. You got Austin Lane. This is really, his first UFC fight. He's been on the Contender Series a couple times, fought outside of it. Then he's had the fight against Justin Taffa where he poked him in the eye. Before he poked him in the eye, it looked like he was having pretty good movement, man. He was really big in there, and he was throwing powerful body kicks. Decent boxing. He kind of crashes the pocket, and he's just a big dude. But kind of bad offensive wrestling. He can be taken down, but he's got decent like jiu-jitsu and reversals. I've seen in fights. You've seen it on like the Contender Series and stuff. In his second fight, not the first one. But he's looking for the finish at all times. He comes in usually really hot. He's finished all 12 of his wins. 13 of his 15 fights have come under a round and a half. Like he goes pretty hard. He's got 3 losses. They're all first round knockouts. He got knocked out by Greg Hardy and a couple other lower level guys. But power in both hands, powerful leg kicks, and goes 100% from the beginning to end. Justin Taffa, powerful southpaw kickboxer, man. Freaking one of Samoan dudes are just tough as nails. Super hard head, throws heat with that left hand. You even seen he's got a good right hand too, but that left hand, like he hit Parker Porter with, just pinpoint. Good. He's kind of one-dimensional. He's only kickboxing, and he's really more boxing. He'll throw some kicks here and there, but he's really more boxing and just super powerful, man. And this fight is going to be just a car crash. At some point, these dudes are going to start really throwing heat, and one of these dudes is going to catch the other dude. And I just got to go with Taffa. I feel like he's going to be a little more crisp in the striking and a little more durable, maybe. But I've seen him get knocked out and go face down against Yorgan De Castro. So if De Castro can get him, Austin Lane can get him. So I think the smartest play is just to play that under 1.5 if you can parlay. I wanted to bet that. That was my main bet I wanted to make, and it was -170. But by the time my casino released it, it was -230. So I didn't get my hands on it. But I really like that under 1.5. I think these dudes, first time that one of them really connects, I think that this fight's going to be on its way to being over.
Yeah, I agree. like you said, it's a shame the fight, with the eye poke didn't at least last a round or so we can get an idea of what's going on. Like, you can't really get
Yeah.
although, like you said, I did like the way Lane came out. So, I mean, there's that. That's good for your under, I think. Either way. Yeah, I was back and forth on a pick for this fight because, Tafa, his striker's got power, like you said, in both fucking hands. He pressures you. He's swinging bombs with bad intent. He also has a good jab. Counters well. I like he's got a decent body kick. Man, 100% takedown defense and 100% knockout rate, right? I think it's all knockouts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. The only thing I know has no MMA skills. He's a kickboxer and a boxer, like you said. He is hittable. He's been knocked out a couple of times. But on the other side, I mean, really, just thinking about Austin Lane, I know he's a 6-inch reach advantage. I know he's athletic. He's fast. This is going to be a car crash at some point. These guys are going to come together. They're going to fucking throw heat. One of them's going to fall. I like Tapas at the top of something well by KO. I'm back and forth in this fight. Somebody's going to get the knockout, I think. But I think it's Tapas, especially because I like Tapas counter striking. When you come in on him, I think he can catch you because Lane's hittable. And all his losses are by knockout. And he got down by Greg Hardy, dude. Oh, man. Take that shit home with you, dude. Austin Lane, pack that shit the fuck up after you get knocked out. Justin Tafa, probably round one. If you can get a decent price on Tafa under 1.5, and I really think it happens in round one. Round one, KO, Justin Tafa is what I like in that fight.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, not bad, man. See what we got here in the chat. I want to ignore my people out there. Ooh,
Dude, I'm gonna be
30. Yeah, I gotta jump on that. I'll jump on that tomorrow when I hit the casino.
I got her at plus 190, and it's gonna be stupid when I post it, and people's gonna be like, "Oh, you did this, bro." I'm so happy, and people should be so happy that my Patreon supporters are so awesome because like I give my picks out for free. So what they're paying for basically is just to support me, and then like they'll get my early picks, and then they get like a layer cake parlay. But like, you know what I mean? If I got a ton of them, I mean, it's just nice. See, I would figure nobody else has. I don't think there's too many people that have a Patreon and still give out their picks for free. You know what I mean? And so like that's their perk of it. And when I post that, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you beat all that line movement." And like, not everybody. Most people understand that, and they're gonna be like this. But it's like I'm not giving out a line. I'm giving out a bet. Like you can still make this bet and make money, but like it's very rare when a line switches that much too. It's like once a month where somebody goes from like plus 200 to the favorite or something. But right. I think she should go to the favorite, and she should be. You know what I mean? And that plus 190 was just that was some 3 years ago odds. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna jump on it tomorrow. Maybe I'll make one of them videos. You know what I'm saying? Where I walk up to the kiosk and place that bet.
Yeah, Underdog City, baby.
Yeah, that's a great bet. It really is. I mean, I got killed on a couple underdogs. Steve Hack, I had him as an underdog. That fucking killed me.
Yeah.
I think this one comes through. Like, if that could be, she might have peaked. She's
30. Yeah, she's 35 now. She lost, dude. The biggest thing, like you can even tell against her Talia Santos fight, like she's lost a lot of her muscle definition, like in her thighs and stuff. Like she used to be a lot more muscular. She's 35-year-old lady, bro. They start losing bone and shit way earlier than dudes. And I just feel like, dude, I feel like it's over. And like I bet on her in that fight against Grasso, dude. And she like she was on the run kind of the whole time and was lucky to get them takedowns, and that was stopping the assault on the feet. And if this time she can't get the takedowns even earlier, she's gonna start taking, even more. And Grasso throws heat, bro. Like she had Shevchenko wrestling for her life. And I think in her being younger, she's only going to be getting better and improving on that wrestling, where Shevchenko is just getting a little older. And what's she really going to come in with? The new skill. And I thought she lost to Talia Santos, and then she definitely lost to Grasso. So it's like, I think she's on the decline.
I agree. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what's going to happen.
Man, it's a quick sport, dude. That shit happens so quick. Ask Tony Ferguson, and you know what I mean? That shit happens quick.
Oh, we got up next, Manel Kape versus Felipe Dos Santos. Is this you?
Yeah, I can start this one.
Yeah,
This is
go ahead.
gonna be one of the fights of the night, man. You know, it's just gonna be a crazy fight. Both these dudes, super violent. Manal Cape, dude, excellent striking, phenomenal boxing, some of the fastest hands in the game, man. He's got power in them hands too. He's got excellent step in knees, flying knees, good wrestling, good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. You seen him almost rip David Dvorak's arm off. Just a crazy good fighter, man. And he's getting a short notice fight here against Felipe Dos Santos. Didn't know what to expect out of the kid. He's 7-0. So I go do some research, some tape study, you know, and he's fighting out of Chutabak. So he's with Charles Oliveira and them boys. Fights just like him, man. As reckless as they come. Throws excellent Muay Thai strikes. He's got great striking. He mixes in his wrestling good. He's got good jiu-jitsu and all that. But I mean, I just don't think that's like the worst style you can have against Manal Cape, because Manal Cape it's Cape or Cop. Manal Cape.
I would say Cop, Manal Cop.
Yeah, Manal Cop. So it fucking throws me off because it's spelled Cape. You know what I mean, with the K. So I don't know how you get Cop on it. But so Manal Cop, like he's a counter striker, dude, and he's a deadly counter striker. That's why in a lot of his fights, he fights him really close, and they're like, oh, he's low output and shit, because he's wanting to knock your head off. He don't throw a ton of stuff. He just hits you with power explosive. He's like fucking what's that little boxer, Tank Davis?
Yeah.
Like that dude loses almost every round, dude, until he knocks you out, and then he just waits. He reads your shit. He finds a perfect spot, and now you're sleeping. That's what Cape does, man. Cop does. So Dos Santos' style, dude, is just balls to the wall from the beginning. Charles Oliveira style, man. And he's going to be good. He's 22 years old. He's got a lot of time to get better and learn. And then you're going to learn. Sometimes you got to watch that style. It's not going to work against everybody, because I just think Manal Cop is going to exploit it, man, and be able to hit him with some big shots in between his combos and get him out of there. And I bet the under. I bet the under 2.5. Manal Cop finished 16 of his 18 wins, and he's got a lot in a row other than Dvorak. I think he had, can't remember how many in a row. I mean, 16 of 18 in Dvorak, obviously. So he'd finished 16 of 17 or what, 15 of 16 or whatever. What brain's retarded at this point. I had 11. But yeah, man, I think that he catches Dos Santos in between a combo and puts him out. I bet that under is like minus 180, but I think it's a safe bet. And this is could be the fight of the night.
I agree. I like this fight a lot as well. Well, you know, Manal Cop's going to come out. The guy's a real good striker. The dude has fucking power in his hands. He can be fast. He can be explosive too. And when I know, I get the knock that he can be low volume, but I think he's also a guy who kind of picks his shots, because his shots are kind of accurate. He's kind of technical, but he will throw a combo here and there. Listen, he gets up against the cage and you show up, he's fucking go the fuck off. He's
going to kill you.
You get knocked out. Aggressive. He can also be in and out. He also has flying knees. Like you said, the wrestling I like, and he's fucking strong, man. Good BJJ. I think he's a BJJ black belt. 16 to 18, like you said, wins, you know, or finishes. More pro experience, more UFC experience. I know he can sometimes play with his food, but when you're finishing 16 of 18, you're not playing with your food that fucking much. You know what I'm saying? Now on the side, look, he does play like Charles Oliveira. He gets fucking hit, just like Charles Oliveira does too, and all those fucking shooter box dudes. They get hit. You got a guy here making his UFC debut. I know he's aggressive. He's a decent striker, pace and all that. He tries to do variety kicks, front, teep kicks, all that shit. He does flying knees. The guy's tall, he's long. He can wrestle. He's a good grappler as well. He's got decent BJJ, but his level of competition is fucking suspect. This is a fucking step up here. Dude's fucking hittable. He's short notice. Suspect cardio late already before. Manal Cop by KO is the fucking play. I like that fucking play a lot.
Yep. Yeah. I see Shady said that, like, with the Cape inside the distance or Cop inside the distance, minus 175. It is the same as that under 2.5. That's a good play. But I figure, like, if Cop's going to get it done, it's going to be under that 2.5, and that 2.5 covers both, because Dos Santos is dangerous too. Like, if Cop goes you know, if he fucks around, dude, he could fuck around and find out. But because that Dos Anjos, he's coming at people, Fogo flying knees, all kinds of crazy stuff. I expect Cap to get it done, but you never know, man. You've seen people disqualifications. You've seen people blow their knees out, all that. So that under 2.5 will cover both. And I just got to assume Cap's going to get it done inside that 2.5. If he does, he's pretty dangerous, dude. And he knows he's fighting a short notice, dude. He's got to. He wants to fight for a title. You can't go 29-28 over a 7-0 short notice guy, too. So.
Oh, you're right about that. All right, we are at the co-main event of the evening. We have Tai Tuivasa, Alexander Volkov, I'm sorry, and Tai Tuivasa, 3-2 in his last 5, 30 years old. He's a striker. He's a decent striker. Now, he's got power in both fucking hands. 14 and 15 wins, I think, are by knockout. Guy's got power in his fucking hands. Good jab. Big overhand right, volume, fast, good boxing, good low kicks. I like his clinch. He's got elbows in the clinch that I like. He gets knockdowns. He has a 93% finish rate, but he is kind of hittable. We've seen him get wobbled. We've seen him get knocked out, but you know, you see the guys who are doing it to him. He has been finishing 4 or 5 losses. On the Volkov side, 3-2 in his last 5. He's a striker. He's a good striker. He's fucking technical. Again, another guy with accurate strikes. He can use and keep range well. Look, if he has to, he'll make it fucking boring by just keeping you the fuck away from him. Fast hands, too. 5-inch reach advantage in the spot. The guy will throw volume. Plus, I think he's like 5 inches taller as well. Body work. Love guys that do body work. Good push kicks. His feints are good, you know, or you know, like front kicks. I like a lot about him. More pro and UFC experience. He's got decent strike defense. He's durable. Good fight IQ. He does kind of struggle with explosive striker sometimes, and I think that's what he's got here on his opponent. He does a poor like left hand defense as well. You know what? I still like him though. I like Alexander Volkov to win this fight. Maybe he finishes Tuivasa. I don't know, man. I don't know if he does. So I like Volkov and the over 1.5. That's actually one of my official bets. I'm getting plus money for that. I think it's plus 170. So Alexander Volkov and the over 1.5 together.
Okay.
Plus
yeah.
170. Yeah. What are your thoughts? Like,
yeah, man, these two big dudes going at it. They're going to be throwing down for sure. Like you said, Tai Tuivasa, he's finished 14 of his 15 fights, 14 KOs. 15, he's fought 20 times, 15 of them 20's gone under 1.5. So he throws heat, man. And when he's in a fight, when he gets hit hard one good time, he starts swinging back, you know, like crazy. Even you've seen against Greg Hardy, he got rocked against him, started swinging back, and it works sometimes for him, and sometimes it don't. It worked against Derek Lewis. You know, he was getting hurt. He got hurt. He hurt Derek Lewis and then put him out with the elbow. And then his last 2 fights, you know, he tried to fight a technical fight a little bit against Cyril Gane, but he was able to crack Cyril Gane and drop him in that, second round, I believe, because he got finished in the 3rd. And then he went in with Pavlovic, who's, you know, just smashed, dude. He's a crazy dude. But I think that's kind of what happens here, to be honest, because Volkov, man, he's got excellent kickboxing. And since he took that whoop into Curtis Blades, it put a spark under his ass, and he came in like 25 pounds heavier. He used to come in at like 220 or 240, 235, 240. Now he comes in at 260, 265, and he's muscle, man. And ever since then, he's finished 4 of his last 5 opponents, and all under a round and a half, or 4 of his last 5 wins under a round and a half, finishing like Alistair Overeem, Jaron Zeno Rosenstruck, who's pretty tough to finish, and a couple other people, you know, Romanov. But he's got powerful kickboxing, man. He's another dude. Like, he got cracked against Rosenstruck, and then he fired back and put Rosenstruck out because he gets mad and kind of bites down on his mouthpiece. And I think in this fight, man, that these dudes are going to start fighting, you know, pretty early because Volkov, for a big dude, puts on a pretty good pace, man. He throws fucking heat, and I just see it going down a lot like the Volkov versus Rosenstruck, where they're both out there throwing. Volkov's throwing some body kicks and stuff, coming over the top, and throwing some nice straight stuff, and Ty's going to throw some big punches, and one of these dudes is going to hit each other hard, and it's going to set it off, and from there they're going to go at it. And I think Volkov actually wins. I think it looks not as bad as the Pavlovic, but I think it looks as bad where he's hitting him on at the end with these long ass punches and just stuns Ty. And then Ty's, you know, he's got a way less reach, 5-inch less reach, 5-inch of height disadvantage. And Ty's just kind of throwing crazy, trying to hit him. And Volkov's just back there picking his punches and kind of puts him out. So I bet the under 1.5. I just think that hits because it's too big. Yeah, it's two big dudes, man. And Volkov, like I said, 4 of his last 5 wins and 1 under 1.5. Tai Tuivasa, like almost all of his wins have 1 under 1.5. He's got 14 KOs and almost all of them. So, and just the way they both fight. And like I said, Volkov, man, because I know he fights back when he gets cracked, and Tai Tuivasa is going to crack him at some point in the first round and they're both so big that as soon as one lands one big shot, you know, it's going to like either drop the other dude or rock them to where they're going to fight back. They're going to have to, because they both jump on dudes when they have them hurt too. So it's like, I just think that that's going to pop off in that first round. I hope so. That's how Ty kind of fights, you know.
That under 1.5 is your play, right? So I mean, like that. Well,
yeah.
I think I can even get more plus money if I fucking switched over to Volkov and under.
And under.
I think I can get more plus money. I think it's like +2 something on that side.
I mean, because just like, and they're in Australia, so Ty's going to come out pumped up. And like I said, even like in Ty's kind of, you know, the same almost size and like the same kind of fighter as Rosenstruck, except he's actually more violent. Like he comes forward more. And I don't think Tai Tuivasa ever been in a boring fight. You know what I mean? Except them first couple rounds with Gane, but Gane moves around so much. That's a whole different. And Gane doesn't have that one shot power knockout. Like Volkov could hit Tai with one big shot, dude, like he did with two Rosenstruck. Have we seen, or besides Francis Ngannou walked Rosenstruck down real quick? Remember he rushed at him and just knocked him out. I don't think we've seen Rosenstruck get knocked out before, other than that. So, I think these big dudes go at it. I do think it goes under, honestly.
What did you get the under at? What do you got that at?
-115.
Oh,
that's why I liked it. I'll be honest, I don't really like -1.5, under 1.5, but only for light heavyweights and heavyweights. I like it. You know what I mean? You get that under 1.5 for like 2 dangerous 170ers or something. You're like, damn, when they start wrestling or whatever. But these two dudes, man, they're gonna go at it. I really believe that.
That Daz liking that KO1 for Volkov. I wonder what that is. Yeah, I can see it around. I'm definitely on the Volkov side. I'm just double thinking about that over 1.5. I like the money. I'm thinking maybe I like the win on the Volkov side. My thinking is, I can maybe hang with him, maybe for a round and a half, and just the attritional later in that fight, later in the second round. By then I could be over. Yeah. That's my thought process on it.
Dude, I had the over in the freaking Overeem versus Volkov, and I just rewatched it the other day too, and it hurts my heart. It's like I'm still living that bet as it's counting down because I remember it, and that one ended with like 14 seconds left before it would have went over 1.5. But dude, he was beating the shit out of Overeem. Dude, he had his face bloody. He had already dropped him like twice, and it was just like he hit him the last time. He didn't even have to follow him down. And I'm like, damn it. But it's like, I can definitely see him doing that to Ty, because like Ty can't wrestle either. As far as, so if he starts beating Ty up, it's not like Ty can wrestle to take him down. Like Overeem was even slowing it down a little by trying to grapple and like hold him up against the cage. And Overeem is a bigger dude, but man, Ty just gets it on, dude. That's just his style, and either you're going to put him out or he's going to take off on you, except with Gane. But like I said, Gane's a way different dude where he's moving around. He ain't really engaging with you all that much. He's just wanting to pick you apart with leg kicks, this and that, and not really get touched.
Yeah, I don't know. You got me rethinking my second hit bet, but I definitely still like the Volkov side here. Is that, what do you think about the side as well? Volkov?
I like Volkov. I do. I like his big size and power. Like I said, I really, really, really see this going down like that Rosenstruck fight. Like Volkov hits him with a big shot, and then Ty, goes nuts, hits him with a big shot, and they're going at it. But then just like Volkov, just like he's so big and laid back, and his striking so much more technical that why Ty's going to be whipping these big overhands, he's going to be technical. But dude, also you see Ty knocking out some bad mofos, and he could easily knock Volkov out. That's why I like that under But I do, like I said, I like Volkov, and it seems like Volkov's a little more dangerous. Has a little more momentum going right now. Ty's on a 2-fight TKO losing streak. So Volkov's won 4 out of his last 5. So I mean, but it's going to be a banger while it lasts. I think so, man.
It will be. That's for sure. Definitely. Well, it's your Mr. Pay-Per-View. I'm going to let you kick off the main event of the evening.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to this fight because I like both of these guys, but it is just such a terrible style matchup, man. Like Sean Strickland, phenomenal boxing, right? He has an excellent jab, throws in combo, he doesn't leg kick at all. Good offensive, good defensive grappling, good defensive wrestling and jiu-jitsu. He doesn't really use his offensive wrestling. The only person I could really see that he took down was Brendan Allen, but that was just because he kept wrestling him and engage him, and then Sean would just like reverse him and take him down. He beat him up for like 35 seconds and let him up. But good, well-rounded fighter and just very, very, very tough. Throws a ton of throws a ton of volume. Excellent cardio and excellent toughness. And then you got Style Bender, who is just like the complete striker. You know, he's just so good. He uses his kicks, he uses his range, his feints, where Sean Strickland's just marching forward doing this. No footwork, no movement, no nothing. Izzy's moving everywhere, setting you up. He's going this way, you're coming this way, boom, I'm hitting you with a leg kick. He's just so smooth with it. And then he's got really good defensive wrestling. I mean, Robert Whitaker wasn't even taking him down. Nobody was taking him down. Not at middleweight anyways. And his boxing's good. His switch stance is good. His leg kicks are really good. And that's what I think is really going to be important in this fight. I think this fight's going to look a lot like Izzy versus Paulo Costa, where Paulo Costa is just trying to walk him down so he can, you know, set his feet and just throw bombs. And Izzy's just moving around, boom, kicking him in the leg, boom, kicking him in, and hard kicks to the fucking leg too. And that's just slowing Paulo down. And Paulo's just trying to walk him down, like, stand still, let me hit you. And Izzy's just cracking him with the leg kicks. Then he starts going upstairs and knocks him out. I can see that happening here. Another thing, too, Sean Strickland does not like getting kicked in the leg. Like, even Cannonier is messing up his leg, but I believe it's his right leg, his back leg, because that's why he's so good with his jab, because he said he's actually left-handed, but he got in a bad motorcycle accident a couple years ago, and he did a bunch of nerve damage to his leg. He almost wasn't even going to fight again. He was I knew that before anyways, but then he was talking about it on Joe Rogan. He's like, dude, I can't take kicks to my leg. He's like, that's why I stay so right in people's faces. He's like, I don't even like getting kicked whatsoever. He said, but dude, Izzy's going to fucking kick him. You know what I mean? He's going to kick that leg out, and he's just going to be so much faster and just more technical and setting traps and all that. So I got Izzy, and it's going to be my last bet. It's going to be that under 4.5, baby. I like that. I think that he works that leg over, and then he starts going upstairs and eventually gets that knockout. I think, you know, sometimes he can fight slower paced and go for decisions against people like Marvin Vettori is very hard to finish. Robert Whitaker, you know, he didn't really, that was a good fight. A couple of fights like that, but he doesn't have that animosity against them. When he goes in there with animosity against somebody, he wants to hurt him, like Pereira, like Paulo Costa, you know what I mean? Them type of people, dude, he really wants to beat him up. And he's wearing them China shorts or whatever this time. So I think he's really going to want to finish Strickland. And we've seen if Pereira was able to finish him that early, I think that Izzy's able to catch him at some point, you know, and he's at home, and I think he really wants to do that. And then I instead of betting Izzy by KO, it was plus 100. I just bet the minus 125 for the under 4.5, because that covers if Strickland does hit him with a lucky shot, knocks him down, gets the sub, or Izzy blows his leg out or whatever, you know. So I like the under 4.5. It covers a lot of things, and I think it hits, man. I think it hits, but I won't be mad at all. I mean, you guys see too, I got my Izzy painting up there. But yeah, man. If Sean wins, I won't be mad. I love Sean Strickland. I really do. I like dudes like that fucking speak their mind, say what they want to say and all that, you know. And this is a freaking bad style matchup. Like, if we knew, even if we knew Sean was going to come out and wrestle and do this and that, but he don't wrestle. He never wrestles, and his stance ain't for wrestling. Dude, he fucking stands straight up like this. Like, how are you going to shoot down and drop to a double leg, or what are you going to do? You know, that's not in his thing, man. He don't even come from a wrestling background anyway. So he wasn't like a college or high school wrestler or nothing. He's got good wrestling. He's a very strong dude, but everything leads towards out of side here. So Give me Adesanya, and I think he gets the finish, man. Like, and one more thing is, like, remember with Sean, like, that Abus Magomedov was fucking kicking him all over the fucking cage in that first round, but then he gassed out. Well, guess who ain't? Guess who can do that to him and not gas out? Izzy.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not gonna. He'll go 5 rounds of just kicking him in the face. So, and I just don't think it goes that far. I think the leg kicks, really think the leg kicks are going to be the big. Because Sean's a boxer, he's heavy on that lead leg, man, and Izzy is going to tear it up. I think it's going to be the biggest, most important thing. Mushroom. Shroom. Oh, there we go. We back.
Yeah, I guess my hair is holding up my basement because my phone is fucking up. Listen,
I didn't know you froze at first.
I agree with everything, man. I love Sean Strickland too. Like, if he won, like you said, I wouldn't be mad. This guy, again, like you said, he's a real dude. He doesn't hide behind any kind of fucking persona or anything. He's a fucking just a genuine dude. Says whatever the fuck he wants, and this guy just loves to fucking fight.
Yeah.
He loves this. This is what he loves to do. I listen. I mean, I get it. I guarantee you, if he loses a fight, he probably doesn't take it as bad as other people do because he just loves to fight. And I think either way, look, there's a chance the guy does put on some crazy fucking pressure. You know what I'm saying? He'll stay in your face. He's that fucking Philly shell, fucking trying to keep everything away from you. He does have decent strike defense, but man, Adesanya's going to piece this fucking dude up. He's just going to keep it to the outside. And like you said, the leg kicks are the fucking key. He's just, and any kind of kicks, kicks to his head, all that shit. I'm telling you, I think he breaks Strickland. I put it out in the chat. I like round 4 for Adesanya specifically by KO, round 4, but I'm just going to play as an official bet. Adesanya by KO at plus 100, baby. How can you beat that?
I was looking at that.
Waste my money back for doing something he says he wants to do.
Right.
Like stuff from interviews from fighters. But the way these guys are talking shit to each other, I think Adesanya wants to make a fucking point. I really think he does.
Yeah.
Round 4 fucking KO.
Especially going into this Drakus fight, you know, that he wants. And that's going to be a tough fight. But yeah, I don't mind that at all, man. Yeah, I think them leg kicks and like, yeah, Sean's striking, his defense is up here. He's not good at blocking kicks, like at all.
That's right. I have a couple official bets I want to go over. The first one is Adesanya by KO at plus 100.
I like it.
Pally on the money line at minus 107. Now Cop by knockout at minus 110. And I got a little parlay to put together. I got Asprat, 3rd round / decision, combined with Turkali by finish. Listen, Turkali is out there at plus 550. I'm going to stick with that parlay somewhere too. I'll take him by finish. So Asprat, 3rd round decision, Turkali by finish, Malarkey by decision, and Papa by KO. It pays like plus 35, whatever. But my $25, whatever it pays, I remember if I put my $25 on it, I'm getting like $400 some odd dollars back.
Oh yeah, nice.
So I'm putting $25 on a little sprinkle. I do like Turkali by some for some reason. It keeps coming into my head. Plus 550. Boy, I imagine if I combine that with Adesanya KO round 4, that probably pays a pretty fucking penny.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Oh,
$10 would probably win you $500-600. That Adesanya round 4, I like it.
What are your official bets you have out if you want to get them out to the people here?
Yeah. Okay. So I got Turkali. I got him. 2.5. I got Turkali. I got him at plus 125. Let's see. Because man, they had all the parlay stuff and all the lines were so juiced up that I wanted to go with a lot of over unders on this card. But I got Turkali. I ended up going with 2 dogs. I got Turkali at plus 125. I got Chepe Mariscal at plus 175. And man, like I said, I like backing dogs. You know what I mean? And you give me a dog like that at plus 175, I'm gonna take that. And then so then I got the Israel Adesanya under 4.5. That fight goes under 4.5. And then I have the Manel Cape under 2.5. I got that at -180. I got the other one at -115, and then I got the Volkov Taito Avasa under 1.5. So I got 3 violent spots, man. And I'm hoping that it starts off violent with like Ulberg or whoever opens it up. I think it's Ulberg, or maybe it's Turkalian. So I'm hoping Turkalian opens up with the rear naked choke, gets a little pleasure, gets his pleasure man on in the ring in the cage there. And then Ulberg gets the knockout, and then we just go right into these like Cape, Cop, all these dudes just knocking dudes out, just dudes laid out everywhere. And we hit some big bets again, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. Fucking right. Cody, it was a pleasure having you on my channel. Thank you so much.
No problem, brother.
We did the fight companionship. We've done a lot of things so far. You're more than welcome. Anytime you want, you come back. I'd love to come again anytime you want. Please tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, man. Instagram and Twitter is where I put up my bet slips throughout the week. So you can find me there at Blood Money MMA Bets, and then on YouTube at Blood Money MMA Bets. And then if you go to my last YouTube channel, I got a Discord. It's free. You can hop on that. Links in the description of the last video for this breakdown for this UFC 293. Excuse me. And then tomorrow I'm actually gonna I'm gonna put official bets out. I haven't done it for a while, man. I've been busy. I was out of town last week and doing a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna get back on that for everybody. Daz Files is the man. Shady's the man. Juicy, Jussie, Real Fight Picks, man. Appreciate all you guys coming out, hanging out, commenting the whole time, dude. Being great chat, dude. You got a good following here, Mushroom. You just got to keep going, man. You're gonna have a good channel. Everybody loves you, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Cody, once again, thank you. And anything you want to shout out before we go? Is that it?
It's Mushroom, man. Everybody just follow Mushroom, subscribe to Mushroom. We're going to do some big things. We're going to have big things coming into years to come, dude. We're going to have like a little rat pack, like or Joe Rogan, or Adam Sandler and his boys. We're gonna bring up a whole bunch of people and chill, make this thing big, dude. UFC is only going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to get legalized gambling in more and more states, man. And we're gonna be with the OGs of this mofo. You've already been in, man. You've been in the chat forever. Like I said, I was seeing you in the chats of people for a long time. I just never had even a YouTube, dude. I didn't get on the internet. I didn't have nothing. I didn't even know about use Twitter, Instagram, none of that. I only had like Facebook for family forever. That's why you see me write out every dude. I write my shit out. I think people on Twitter probably think I do that because it's like, oh, it's something different. I did that because I didn't know how to use Microsoft fucking Word and all that, and to even do that. So then I got my OCD. I have to write it so it separates. You know what I mean? Each information. So I do it like that, but people like it. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep doing it because I still don't know how to use the other stuff yet, dude. If I did, I'd be making t-shirts. My girlfriend's supposed to be making me all these t-shirts up. So stay-at-home mom, bro, and she's chilling. No t-shirts, man.
Yeah, I just started Twitter a couple years ago, but like you said, I've been in everybody's chat for years. The first show I used to watch years ago was like the 4 dudes. It was like Just Bleed. I think it might have been on there. Guru. Yeah, I used to watch dudes way back in the day. So
Cody Safdie, dude, I still do, man.
On there, yeah. So I used to watch them, and then I was just in everybody's chat. I started the YouTube channel this year. I think I started in January or February, something like that.
You're doing good with subscribers.
Baby.
Yep, dude. Like a lot of people don't understand, man. It takes a long time to build up subscribers, but once you get to that 1,000, it'll start going. But dude, I remember, man, it took me like, I think, man, I swear it took me like a month or 2 to get to like 76. Like it literally took forever, man. And I was killing it. I was winning, dude. Like the first like 10 weeks I was doing this, like, because I've tracked every single bet I've ever made. They're not all on Twitter because I didn't start using. I signed up for it like last January of 2022, but I didn't start using it till like November of 2022. So like most of my track bets are just on the Instagram because that's what I first. I didn't know people was on Twitter. I didn't know that was where the real MMA community was at. You know what I'm saying? So once I figured that out, man, it's changed. But yeah, man, have a good time talking with dudes like you, old school dudes, man. Let's have a good time and nice, cool, respectful dudes.
Thank you, man. All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Kristen. Hey, thanks for finding me. Subscribe to the channel below. If you don't follow Cody on Twitter, if you don't have his YouTube channel, just go do it. What the fuck are you waiting for? This guy doing it on a weekly basis.
Hey.
Much respect to my guest. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen, and the chat. Thank you very much. Cody, stick around. I'll talk.
Got you. Appreciate you. See you later, everybody.
Yeah, man.